Hi, my name is Eli Baraty from CoachMeTableTennis.com. I'm currently an England-based coach and I'm going to present to you today the jab serve, but with a little twist. The jab serve was introduced about 15 years ago and I noticed it in France with players such as Darren Blake bringing it over to England and Gareth Herbert, who was an absolute expert at this serve. He then took it to the next level and players like myself copied him and we found we got great results, and this serve today is still used by top England players such as Craig Bryant, Gavin Rumgay and a few others. Every serve has a certain swerve on the ball, whether it swerves to the left or to the right, or skids through or jumps up. Therefore, if you contact the ball in a certain way, the ball will swerve in a certain way. But I've found something unique with the jab serve where I'm able to make the ball swerve in two different directions. The secret here is the contact on the ball. Okay, so this one is the one that kicks outwards. Oh, that was good. This jab serve, I'm going to make the ball swerve to the right. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you how this serve works. I've got this tennis ball, so it becomes a lot more clear for you to see the point of contact. If I want the ball to swerve to the left-hand side, I will contact the ball at the top end of the ball. So if you imagine this is a clock where you've got 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the contact point is around 11:30 or 12 o'clock contact point. When I contact the ball that way, it allows me to get the spin to rotate this way, and when it lands on the table, it kicks outwards, generating that left-hand curve that I explained and showed. If I contact the ball at 9 o'clock or 7 or 8 o'clock, then it brings the ball in towards the player with a right-hand curve. And that is basically the secret of this serve. It looks exactly the same, you can make it look exactly the same, but your contact is different. It's either top of the ball or bottom of the ball that allows you to get that swerve in two different directions. The beauty of this serve, it's the same motion, but because of the contact on the ball, you can make the ball swerve in two different directions. This is where the opponent will really struggle to see whether you're going to the left or to the right. So I'm going to alternate here between left and right swerve. See if you can notice the difference between the left swerve and the right swerve. Out, in, woo, out, yes, in, yes. The jab serve, if you can see in the diagram here, what you're generally doing is you're kind of going around the ball in this motion. So if I show you here, jab serve, you're going in and around that way, that way, that way. So when you're doing your jab, then the ball is then rotating like this, whether it's pure side spin, backspin, side spin, topspin. So with the Kudus serve, what you're trying to do is you're trying to rotate around the ball like this. So if I show you here, you're going round like that, which then makes the ball rotate on its axis like that. And when it hits the ground, it kicks outwards, rather than if you'd got a pure side spin, then it kicks like that, it kicks inwards. So, one more time, sorry. So if I do a pure side spin or back spin, and I go around the ball like that, the ball rotates like that, and then swerves inwards. With the Kudus serve, I go like this, like that on the ball, which then makes the ball rotate on its axis like this, and when it hits the table, it kicks outwards rather than goes inwards. So it kicks outwards because it's on its axis like that, and then it jumps out. And that's how you can do two serves with the same motion, but just contact the ball slightly differently and make the ball go out or in. So for the Kudus, one more time, you're going this way, making the ball rotate like that, and then when it hits the ground, it goes out. And with the normal jab serves, you're going around the ball this way, like that, which makes the ball then, when it hits the ground, go inwards. I hope that makes sense to you guys. How did I come about with this serve? Well, I enjoy playing tennis, and I play with my friends, and some of you guys know them, Chris Duran and Philip Szymanski, in the summer. Often they beat me, but our games are quite close, and my weakest part is my serve, which is unlike my table tennis. They therefore dominate me when I'm serving, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go and get myself a service coaching session. So I had a service coaching session, and the coach showed me how he could serve and make the ball swerve in two different directions with the same motion, and that fascinated me. All he taught me was, as I've explained in the video, where to contact the ball. So if you contact it there with the tennis serve, so if I'm here and I contact it there, then it will swerve to the left, and if I contact it there or underneath, it will swerve to the right. And that fascinated me, which made me ponder as to whether this was possible in table tennis. And here I am today showing you how it's done. Okay, I hope you learned something new today in terms of where you contact the ball when you do the jab serve. Another thing I'd like you to note is that it's not just about the contact point, but it's about the deception afterwards. That will be on a separate video, which I will go into real detail of how you can deceive your opponent, not just by the contact, but the after motion and the before motion stroke. I hope that helps you. And again, thank you very much for following me and supporting my table tennis coaching videos.